It's actually made in England in 1840. This derives from a design conceived by Prince Albert. He asked for 12 bridesmaids' brooches to be made out of these materials for the Queen to hand out immediately after the wedding ceremony. And it's absolutely loaded with amatory significance. This is a hand on which a lovebird has alighted. It's a lovebird made of turquoise, and in the language of the lapidary, the turquoise stands for true love. It's an echo of the colour of the forget-me-not flower, and it means forget-me-not too. But also you can see lurking here is a tiny little ruby eye for the lovebird. Mm-hmm. And again, in the language of the lapidary, this stands for passion. So we've got passionate true love. And also we want that forever, dream on, as they say. But it's true in that the fingernails of the hand are actually diamonds, and diamonds are forever. So this is forever, passionate, true love in a tiny jewel like this. What does it mean to you?
Well, I just love it.
You wear it?
And I do wear it, yes.
Had you got a clue about its meaning, its hidden meaning?
Well, no, I hadn't really. No.
Well, in a way, that's good fun, because I think the point about jewellery is that it does act on us kind of subliminally. There's something very deep-seated in us, this understanding, and we don't have to think about it very carefully and hard. But I must say it's hugely animated. I mean, it really is very sculptural, and that's quite rare in jewellery. Usually it's very sort of two-dimensional, and it is the liveliest composition I've seen of this type of jewellery. Intrinsic value is nothing, really, absolutely nothing. I mean, really no more than sort of 80 to 100 pounds in the value of the stones, but in the value of the composition, 800 pounds.
Goodness, I'll still wear it.
Good, that's what it's for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The first thing we have to establish is whether something, especially of this size, is silver or whether it's plated. And I can tell you that this is done by a very particular process called electrotyping. Nowadays they call it electroforming, but it was a process pioneered by Elkingtons, who were the great firm of silversmiths and platers based in Birmingham. And they developed this process whereby from an original mould they built up layer upon layer upon layer of copper, and by doing that they could reproduce the mould absolutely perfectly. And you can just see at the top here the copper showing through before it was plated electrolytically. But Elkingtons went round the whole of Europe to museums copying well-known works of art from museums and reproducing them perfectly like this. And this is known as the Milton Shield. And these are all scenes from Milton's Paradise Lost. And I can see down here, it's actually stamped or inscribed Morel Ladoy 1866. And they made a number of them. I think over the last 30 years I've probably seen 10 of them. But they're not very common things. 10 in 30 years is not a great number. I think your insurers should be told that a figure of about £5,000 should be put on it.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Where does it hang at home?
Well, we own a hotel and it hangs in the hotel just on the wall.
Well, you might have to nail it to the wall a little more securely.